Ever wondered how humans went from hunting with sticks to cooking with lasers? What if I told you the most revolutionary inventions in history happened right in your kitchen? Get ready to discover the wild, surprising history of food and how it changed the world. One bite at a time. Early beginnings of cooking. Our story begins millions of years ago, when early humans first learned to harness fire. Before cooking, humans primarily ate raw food, fruits, vegetables, and the occasional scavenged meat. But once fire was discovered, everything changed. Cooking not only made food safer by killing harmful bacteria, but it also unlocked nutrients that would have been inaccessible in raw form. Cooking meats, for example, breaks down proteins and makes them easier to digest. As humans began to experiment with heat, they discovered that cooking could change the flavor and texture of food, making it more appealing. By 1 million years ago, our ancestors were using rudimentary tools like stone knives and fire pits, giving rise to one of the most important innovations in human history, cooking. The birth of agriculture and the rise of food civilization. Fast forward to around 10,000 BCE. The Neolithic Revolution brought agriculture, and with it, a major shift in how humans approached food. No longer were people solely hunter-gatherers, they started farming, domesticating animals, and cultivating grains. Grains like wheat, barley, and rice became staples in the human diet, while domesticated animals provided milk, eggs, and meat. This led to the development of early settlements and cities. With more reliable food sources, people began to specialize in tasks like pottery, trade, and, of course, cooking. Ancient civilizations like Mesopotamia, Egypt, and China began developing early cooking techniques. In Egypt, for example, bread baking became an art form, with bakeries producing hundreds of loaves per day. In China, the invention of the wok revolutionized stir-frying and cooking with heat. The Middle Ages, spices, feasts, and cooking as status symbol. As we move into the Middle Ages, food becomes not just about sustenance, but a symbol of wealth and status. The spice trade flourishes, bringing exotic flavors from the East to Europe. Spices like cinnamon, black pepper, and saffron, which were once rare and expensive, became prized possessions of the elite. Meals during this period were often grand feasts, with dishes that emphasized lavish presentation. The nobility would enjoy multiple-course meals, with meats, pies, and exotic fruits. The less fortunate, meanwhile, lived on bread, porridge, and what little vegetables they could grow. In Europe, cooking was often confined to the hearth, and culinary techniques were closely guarded secrets. Chefs began to experiment with different methods like roasting, boiling, and baking, but the true art of cooking was often reserved for the wealthy. The Renaissance and the Age of Exploration, new ingredients, new techniques. The Age of Exploration in the 15th and 16th centuries opened up a whole new world of ingredients. As European explorers set sail across the globe, they brought back new foods like tomatoes, potatoes, corn, and chocolate, ingredients that would forever change the course of culinary history. In the Renaissance, cooking became a refined art. The wealthy began to employ personal chefs, and the first cookbooks were written, making culinary knowledge more accessible. These cookbooks featured recipes for sauces, roasts, and pastries, laying the foundation for the modern Western kitchen. The Industrial Revolution, mass production, and the birth of modern cooking. The Industrial Revolution of the 18th and 19th centuries brought sweeping changes to food production. For the first time, food could be mass-produced, canned, and preserved for long periods. This was the dawn of convenience food, suitable for a rapidly urbanizing society. The development of new kitchen appliances like stoves, ovens, and refrigerators made cooking easier and more efficient. Women, who had traditionally been responsible for cooking, began to benefit from these time-saving devices. The rise of supermarkets and prepackaged food also began shaping modern eating habits. The 20th century, fast food and globalization. By the 20th century, food had truly entered the realm of convenience. Fast food chains like McDonald's and Burger King revolutionized eating habits, offering quick meals for a busy, modern world. At the same time, the globalization of food meant that cuisines from all corners of the world became accessible to people everywhere. From the streets of Bangkok to the heart of New York City, food became a global language, with dishes crossing borders and blending together in new and exciting ways. International travel, television cooking shows, and the internet all played major roles in expanding culinary knowledge. Today and the future, the rise of health, sustainability, and innovation. Today, we're living through yet another food revolution. With a growing awareness of health, sustainability, and the environment, people are shifting toward plant-based diets, organic farming, and zero-waste cooking. New cooking technologies, like molecular gastronomy and 3D printed food, are pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible in the kitchen. Food is no longer just about taste, it's about impact. How we grow, prepare, and consume food is changing, and the future of food is as exciting as it's ever been. From ancient fire pits to futuristic food tech, the history of food and cooking is a rich tapestry of innovation, culture, and creativity. As we continue to explore new culinary frontiers, one thing is clear: food will always be at the heart of who we are. If you enjoyed this journey through the history of food, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite culinary moment in the comments below. Thanks for watching.